He brings it up to the 26-yard line, and Russell will start 1st and 10 at their 26, trailing 35-0. Harris, still your quarterback, gives it to Vanoy, and they try that same play that was relatively successful for him in the first half. A wing on the right side, and they go to that side trying to block the tight end down, and that one goes nowhere as Vanoy is tackled in the backfield from the weak side. So the Tomcats are bringing a weak side man over there to get him.
Yeah, they can shut that down anytime they really want to, because actually that one play is not going to really be effective and hurt them. As a matter of fact, they lost, 4 yards on that one right there.
2nd down and 13 for Russell. Wing right in the backfield, Witt and Gibbons. Here's a give to Gibbons up the middle. He's across the 25, up near the 28-yard line. Comes the fullback, Gibbons. Russell amounted only 39 yards total offense in the first half, 17 rushing, 22 passing. The Tomcats had 214 all on the ground with 11 first downs compared to Russell's 3. A gain on the play of about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 8. For the Red Devils, they're 1 of 5 in 3rd down conversions tonight at their 28. Wing on the right side. Backs are split. Here's Harris. Pitch back Vanoy trying to go to that strong side, and they've got him again. Juan Thomas from the weak side gets him and drags him down after a yard or 2 loss. Back to about the 26-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 9. And Harris will have to punt it away, and the Red Devils 4th and 9. At their 27, will boot it. 3rd quarter just underway. Charlie Johnson 107 yards away from the magic 1,000-yard plateau. Good snap. Harris has got it. Aslan coming. Todd can't get to it. It's high, not very deep. Should take a big Russell hop, and it does. Inside the 40, 35, still rolling, and rolls death at 34. I've never seen a kid get a roll like that in my life.
Hit on the 50 and had a 20 about to say 5, 10, 15, about 17-yard roll.
That's a 41-yard punt. And Aslan will take over. 1st and 10. The Tomcats have it at their 34-yard line. Aslan leading at 35-0. Tomcats going with their first team for a little while. I don't think we'll see much of them.
Well, they've got to play. They've got to keep their timing. Got to be able to be sharp.
And they're not playing next week.
And they're not playing. That's exactly right. So they need playing time.
Wishbone is tight. Kuntz goes wide left. Here's Charlie Johnson, who gets a call straight up the middle. He's across the 35, up near the 38-yard line. I think they'll try and keep Charlie in to get that 170 needs to get 1,000. They may or may not.
Well, I don't know if Coach Marsh is really concerned about that right now, Dickie, but I think what he's really concerned about is keeping his team sharp, letting them play enough because of the open day, and not substitute too soon.
A gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for Aslan at their 39. Kuntz wide left. Tight on the right side is Crawford. Again, Johnson, Thomas, and Hutton, a Wishbone behind Brown. Here's Brown, going to give it off. Flip it out to Thomas. Here he comes, 45, 50. He runs over a man at the 45, still on his feet and down to Russell 41. Before Vanoy finally trips him up, but not before Thomas has a big gainer from the 39. That's a gain of 11.
I'll tell you what, Crawford, the tight end that time, did an excellent job of blocking downfield. He stayed with his, blocked him on that corner, and he's just stayed with him, and just took the corner out.
Thomas now 7 carries for 95 yards. 1st and 10 Aslan at the Russell 43. Kuntz goes wide left, LeMaster tight end right. The short side of the field, the Wishbone is tight again. 1st and 10 to 43. Aslan jumped the gun, left tackle Bentine. Went on the quick count, and it wasn't there. It'll cost Aslan 5. Their 2nd penalty of the night for 10 yards.
And really the only miscue offensively that we've had.
Yeah, we've had...
we haven't fumbled a football.
Penalties and no fumbles, no interceptions. And that's what Russell had to even have a chance, was mistakes by Aslan. Wheeler comes in with a play, and Kuntz will come out. It'll be 1st and 15 Aslan at the Russell 48. 8:20 to go in the 3rd. LeMaster tight left, Wheeler to the right, the short side. Again, Johnson, Thomas, and Hutton, the Wishbone behind senior David Brown. Brown barks him out the line of scrimmage. He's going to give it to Charlie Johnson, and he's got the 5 back they lost on the penalty. 2nd and 10. Charlie Johnson now needs 97 yards to hit 1,000. Second and 10 Ashland at the Russell 43. Kuntz again wide left. That's the wide side this time. And again, the wishbone is tight behind David Brown. He snaps. He's looking for the pass, going downtown to LeMaster. And he can't hang on, can't catch up to it. LeMaster at 6'8", big target. And had a shot at it, but couldn't get to it. It'll be third down. So David Brown attempts his first pass in 3 weeks, and it goes incomplete. It'll be third and 10. Ashland 3 of 4 in third down conversions. Scott Crawford, the tight end on the left side. Kuntz wide right, the short side of the field, third and 10. Here's Brown on the option, flips it out. Hutt, he's got daylight. He's at the 30. He's at the 25, and they finally drag him down from behind at the 21-yard line.
Good job by David Brown coming down on the option, made a nice pitch, and then, of course, Chris Hutt's got the good speed and can get outside.
Takes it from the 43 down to the 22. That's a pickup of 21, another Tomcat first down.
You know, Dickie, we mentioned earlier that we have all year not given Dave Brown the type of credit for running to being a smooth operator, good ball handling, pitching the ball good, and directing the football team. He's in charge of that whole football team offensively and done a tremendous job.
He's as good as they come. First and 10 Ashland at the 22 of Russell. Charlie Johnson the call inside the 20 as he takes it down near the 18-yard line. Johnson picks up about 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Of course, Ashland's offensive line has been outstanding again tonight also. They've really come off the ball and really taken control, both offensively and defensive line of Ashland has really controlled the ball game.
And they've controlled this season, really.
Yes, they have. They've been the difference in the defense-offensive line.
Second and 6 for Ashland. Brown off the right side, going to give it a Hutt, and here's nothing there for him. They rack him up at the line of scrimmage for a little of anything. 6.5 minutes to play in the third. Ashland leading at 35-0 over Russell. Tomcats, a lot of milestones on the line tonight. Vic Marsh can become the Tomcat coach with the most wins with his 71st tonight. Double-digit wins for the first time in 15 years. 2 straight district championships and their first ever Kentucky Conference AC championship. Will be a co-championship. No gain for Hutt. Third down and about 6. Wide to the left side. Here's Brown on the option. Flips to Thomas, and here he comes. He's at the 10 to the 5, and he breaks down to about the 2-yard line. Tomcat first down, their 14th of the night. It'll be first and goal for Ashland as Thomas takes it down to about the 3. First and goal for Ashland at the Russell 3-yard line. Wishbone is tight. Brown hands under. Marks him out the line. Gives to Charlie Johnson straight up the middle, and he's down to about the 1. Second and goal for the Tomcats at the Russell 1-yard line. Clock rolling. 5:15 to go in the third. Ashland leading at 35-0. Trying to tack on one more here in the third as LeMaster goes in with a play, and Crawford will come out. Wheeler goes wide to the left side, the wide side of the field. Third and goal, or second and goal for Ashland from the Russell 1. Brown hands under Jay Hale. Marks him out. Again, the long count. Johnson, touchdown, Tomcats. Charlie Johnson goes over from 1 yard out. That gives him 13 carries for 92 yards tonight. And it also gives Charlie his second touchdown of the night. It comes with 4:55 to go in the third. A Tomcat drive that goes 66 yards. And here's David Payne and Clayton Hill again. Good duo so far, huh?
Yeah. Dave Brown will hold it. Clayton Hill will try his 8th one, and it's up.
7.
7th one. 7th time. Huh?
6.
What'd I say?
8.
What'd you say?
7.
What is it?
Who knows? Process of elimination. We got to figure this out.
6 times 7 is 42 every day. It's 4:55 left in the third quarter. It's Ashland 42 and Russell 0. We'll be back in a moment on WCMI. At Armco, having state-of-the-art facilities is another of their strategic goals. Some projects to meet our goals have already been completed, like the Ashland caster and modifications to the cold mills. Armco has spent over $180 million over the last year to produce the quality products required by Armco's customers. Armco is spending money on various customer information systems, integrated technology, as well as on special information projects to make sure Armco has what it needs to lead the industry. Armco, America's steelmaker.
If you carry separate insurance policies on your home and car, you may be paying through your nose. The Putnam Agency can provide you with one policy from Continental that covers both. It's called Continental Link Plus. And not only can it provide better protection for your home and car than you have now, it can also save you money. If you own both a home and a car, call the Putnam Agency and get the facts about Continental Link Plus, the single policy that covers both. The Putnam Agency, 16th and Winchester Avenue, Ashland, 329-2200.
Well, we're ready for the kickoff. Ashland leading at 42-0. Charlie Johnson now 90 yards away or thereabouts from cracking 1,000. As he gets his second touchdown tonight, a 66-yard drive in 10 plays. Clayton Hill with a kickoff, a squibber, headed for the sideline, and out she goes at the Russell 22. And he'll bring it back 5 and do it again. Tomorrow night, the Ashland Tomcats soccer team will be playing the Boyd County, or at Boyd County, against Round County in the District 4 championship. That game, 24 championship. That game begins at 7. Tomorrow night at Boyd County, Ashland, and Round County for the District Soccer Championship. Coach Frank Sloan's team 16-2-1.
Yeah, they've had a great year.
That's a pretty good year, isn't it? Not bad.
He had Clayton Hill had a hat trick the other night.
What is that? Is that what they call it in soccer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Score 3 times, isn't it?
I think it's 3 times, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think that's what it is. I think when you score 3 times.
But he also, that was last night against East, and then I went out night before last, Tuesday night, I guess, when I went, and they played, Wednesday night, they played Boyd.
He's become a regular soccer fan.
Yeah, I thought it was something like Dirk hiding the ball.
And he had a hat trick out there. So whatever hat trick is, Clayton had 2 straight.
All right, here's a kickoff taken by Oborn. He brings it across the 40, 45, and up near midfield. So Russell's got their best field position of the night. The Red Devils will start 1st and 10 near midfield, trailing 42-0.
I don't believe Russell's crossed the midfield, have they?
Yeah, that last play of the half.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's on the pass.
On the pass, they got to the 34, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're right.
Ashland going for their 4th straight shutout, leads at 42-0. We're in the 3rd quarter with 4:40 to go. And the clock moving. 1st and 10, Russell at the 50. Give us to Gibbons. And Gibbons gets 4, maybe 5, down near the Ashland 46-yard line.
Dickie, I was just wondering if Russell's offensive line, is that the same? The jerseys look awful clean.
They do, don't they?
They sure do. Ashland's look pretty dirty. Russell looks pretty clean. They're in white.
2nd and 6 for Russell at the Ashland 46. Harris has got Witt and Gibbons in the backfield. He gives to Witt on the sweep around the right side. He's inside the 45 to about the 41, short of the first down. But not by much. It'll be 3rd down about a yard. Russell 1 of 6 in 3rd down conversions tonight. 3rd and 1. Witt the leading rusher for Russell tonight with 23 yards.
Ashland has made some defensive substitutes. It looks like I see Juan Thomas out of the football game. And
Travis Todd is in there at the defensive end.
looks like Mann, he's out.
Skaggs is in there at a linebacker, and I'll try and pick up Skaggs or McRae Mann's replacement to give right up the middle to Gibbons, or check that, it's not Gibbons, it's Lockhart, and it's a 1st down.
Mann going back in the game right now, so we can pick up as Suma.
Coming out with Suman, right. 1st and 10, Russell at the Ashland 39. The nose guard is still Huffman. The tackles are Mann and Johnson. Benteen and Todd are the ends. Here is Harris to throw. 1st and 10, going across the middle, and it's popped out of there by Hutton, nearly intercepted by Walters. And interference, and that's not a good call. Hutt got his arms in there and knocked the football away. And Nick March is not happy. That's a good play by Chris Hutt. It was not a pass interference. They mark off 15, give Russell another 1st down. They're 5th of the night to take the football to the Ashland 25, 1st and 10. judge called that one, and he was blocked out of the play. First and 10, Russell, the Ashland 25. Wing on the right side, Lockhart. In the backfield, Vanoy, and the give is straight up the middle to King, who's in there, and he's got 5-6 yards inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. Chad King carrying for the first time tonight. As he picks up about 6, it'll be second down and 4. For Russell at the Ashland 19-yard line. Red Devils knocking at the door. Lockhart wing on the right side. Again, King. And in the backfield, Oborn, he gets a call around the right side, trying to cut it up. He's at the 15 to the 10, down inside the 5, and dives to about the 3-yard line. Nice run by Oborn. A first down for the Russell Red Devils. They're 6th of the game. And Russell has it first and goal, the Ashland 3. A pickup of 16 for Oborn. His first carry of the night. First and goal for Russell, the Ashland 3. Russell trying to break the scoreless string that Ashland has had. Here's Harris. He's a mix-up in the backfield, and somebody had to eat it. Charlie Johnson got through there and nailed Lockhart for a loss back to about the 6, a loss of 3. It will be second and goal for Russell at the Ashland 6 as Johnson got through to throw him for a 3-yard loss. Way on the right side is Lockhart. Oborn and King in the backfield. Second and goal. Oborn around the right side. He cracks down to about the 4. Skaggs and Mann were there to meet him. Hi, Jeff. Sherry? Your son here tonight.
Yes, old Jeff. I ain't seen him in a couple days.
Oh, well, Coach.
Well, I've been gone.
Oh, that's right. You have been gone. Made it sound bad on Jeff for you, know. A gain of 2. It'll be third and goal for Russell at the Ashland 4. They trail at 42-0, a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Tomcats have shut their last 3 opponents out, and Russell's down at the 4 with third and goal. Wing on the right side, back split. Here's Harris to throw in the end zone, incomplete. Pass was intended for the big tight end, David Blair, 6'3". He can't get to it. And Russell now has a 4th and goal, the Ashland 4, the Tomcat defense. Can they have the goal line stand and preserve their 4th straight shutout? Clock stopped with 1:18 to go in the third. Here's the big play for the Tomcat defense. If they want 4 straight shutouts. 4th and goal from the 4. Lockhart wing right. In the backfield, Oborn and King behind Harris. Harris barks him out, rolling, looking to throw the football in the end zone. Touchdown to Conley. The shutouts are gone as Conley gets the pass, covering 4 yards, and the Red Devils are on the scoreboard, 42-6, with 1:13 left to go in the third quarter. So
Junior Food Mart at 29th and Belmont Street features BP oil and gasoline products. But they also feature something else, and that's convenience. Junior Food Mart is open 365 days a year. They're open 24 hours a day for your convenience. They have a fresh bakery, they have a deli, and they have a friendly staff. Junior Food Mart at 29th and Belmont in Ashland is owned by Ashland native Doug Moore. And Doug and his staff invite you to stop in. You know, Junior Food Mart is quickly becoming a tradition in Ashland at 29th and Belmont. Doug Moore, who... If you run a business, you have to worry about a lot of details. We'd like to relieve you of one of those details, business insurance. The Putnam Agency makes it our business to protect your business with every kind of commercial and personal insurance coverage you could possibly need. When it comes to commercial insurance coverage for your business, the Putnam Agency means insurance. 16th and Winchester Avenue, Ashland. Call 329-2200.
42-6 is our score. Ashland leading it with 1:13 to go here in the third quarter as Russell gets on the scoreboard. Harris hits Conley with a 4-yard pass to get that goose egg off the board. And Russell will go for 2. Harris brings him out. He's got Oborn and King in the backfield with Lockhart wing right. Here is Conley, or Harris looking to throw, and they got him in the backfield. Ron Thomas picks him up and slams him down And that'll be it for the two-point conversion try with 1:13 left to go in the third. Ashland 42, Russell 6. This is Tomcat football on WCMI.
Tackle the fuel crunch at Boyd County Ford Mazda Jeep Eagle. Get fuel savings with the 1990 Eagle Summit 4-door sedan. It's an automatic with air conditioning and much more. Its sticker price is $11,139. But now at Boyd County Ford, it's just $89.88 after incentives. In the backfield, get more fuel savings with the 1990 Ford Festiva. It has rear window defroster, 5-speed transmission, and more for only $59.99 after incentives. Wow, what a lineup. A 1990 Eagle Summit 4-door sedan, automatic with air conditioning and more for only $89.88 after incentives, and a 1990 Ford Festiva with rear window defroster, 5-speed transmission, and more, just $59.99 after incentives. With deals like these, your team will be a winner in any division. Tackle the fuel crunch with fuel-saving automobiles from Boyd County Ford Mazda Jeep Eagle, 2119 Greenup Avenue, Ashland.
Scott Crawford takes the onside kick by Russell at his own 45 and returns it down to the Russell 42. Good run by Scott Crawford on the onside kick, and Ashland has the 1st and 10 at the Russell 42, and Chad Sire will be your new quarterback for the Cats. Mark Washington will go in for Ashland as well.
Looks like Russell tried to surprise Ashland, or something backfired on him, and Scott Crawford almost broke that all the way for a touchdown.
David Daniels also comes in, and out of Hudden Thomas. Johnson will stay for a while.
Crawford runs the ball pretty good.
He's not bad. 1st and 10 for Ashland at the Russell 42. Sire, the sophomore quarterback, hands under. Fumbles the first snap and picks it up and goes down. That's to be expected.
Sure is. It's hard to be on, especially on a cold night like tonight. Come in off the bench. It's been, almost 3 quarters, just right coming to the end of the third quarter. Go into the ball game, take a snap, them hands are cold.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Crawford goes in with the plays. LeMaster comes out. 2nd and 10 Ashland at the Russell 42. Sire's got Kuntz wide to the right side, the short side of the field. He's got Washington, Daniels, and Johnson in the backfield, the wishbone. Sire going to leave it off to Charlie Johnson, and he gets a couple of yards maybe down to about the 39. Sire didn't want to give that ball up, did he?
Well, it looked like they was having a difficult time there for some reason. I really do not know why, but I do know that Charlie was hit at the line of scrimmage. It looked like he had stopped. Then he just started his feet. He just run right over top of it.
He gains 2, and that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's Ashland 42, Russell 6. This is Tomcat football on WCMI.
Where are you going, Brad? I thought you were going to the golf course.
We are, but first I have to stop here at the Third National Bank's Quest machine.
You've got a Quest card?
Mm-hmm.
But you just opened your account at Third National not long ago.
Sure, the Quest card is just part of the basic checking account services I get at Third National Bank.
I see those Quest 24-hour tellers all over the place.
That's right, and my Third National Bank Quest card works in all of them.
I bet you have to have a pretty big balance in your checking account to get services like that.
No, and the service charges are low, too. I also get overdraft protection with Line-O credit.
Now, wait a minute. I thought you had to be a big, important customer to get service like that.
Maybe I am an important customer. Third National Bank sure treats me that way.
Third National Bank understands your financial needs, and we're here to help. Third National Bank of Ashland, member FDIC.
Say, Brad, who told you about Third National Bank anyway?
You see that billboard up there?
Yeah?
Now, what's it say?
Kentucky's best Third National Bank.
Fourth quarter underway. Charlie Johnson keeps it straight up the middle. He's close to a first down on 3rd down and 8 as he cracks inside the 35 to about the 33.
Who cares about a first down? How many yards he got?
He's got 101. He needs 81.
He's got 101.
He just went over 100. 4th down for Ashland and 1. At the Russell 33. Fourth quarter underway. Ashland on top 42-6. Wishbone tight. Chad Sire hands under. Johnson gets it. First down inside the 30 to the 28. Tomcats pick up their 15th first down. As Johnson gets 3. He's got 104, needs 182. How long do you keep him in? How long do you risk injury? A lot of questions that have to be asked and answered. And hopefully nothing will happen, but it could. 1st and 10 Ashland at the Russell 29. Wheeler wide left. Here's Sire, gives to Johnson up the middle, and he's down to about the 25, 24-yard line. Tomcats in 2 weeks will be hosting Clay County's Tigers here at Putnam Stadium in the first round of the playoffs in Class AAA. And for you season ticket holders, playoff tickets will go on sale Thursday and Friday at Glazer.
Do we have any more scores on the Clay County Johnson Central?
Well, we'll have tech scores here in a minute. I don't know. I got him with 108 as Charlie Johnson comes out of the lineup. And probably needs to. Don't want to risk injury. Gardner in for fullback. Give us to Daniels. Daniels good hard running as he picks it up and lays it down inside the 20 to about the 19.
Ran hard all year, Daniels has. He come in and does a utility back, does a real fine job.
He picks up about 5. It'll be up, first down. Picked up 6. First and 10 Ashland at the Russell 19-yard line as Chad Sire gives it off. Right up the middle. And I never did see who carried the football. Washington got it. And he takes it from the 19 to the 16, a gain of 3. Second down and 7. Inside 10 minutes to play. Ashland leading 42-6. Tomcats with their basic second-team offensive backfield in there. Kuntz wide right. Sire hands under, gives to Daniel off the left side, and he's down inside the 15 to about the 12. Try and pick up some scores for you here as soon as we get a little break in the action. Scott Marsh comes in at a tight end, and coming out will be LeMaster as Daniels makes it third down. And about 3 as he's got 4 more. Sire hands under, off the right side. Washington, big hole opens up. He's down inside the 10 to the 5, breaks a tackle, scores. Nice run by Mark Washington. The sophomore halfback did a great job there, Coach.
Sure did. He runs good and hard. He's got that good balance, and he's got some quickness about him also. I've liked him all year long. You know, they still have some nice-looking young backs coming. Gardner and Washington and Hutt coming back, and Sayers, and they're going to be all right.
Oh, yeah. Washington, a 13-yard run for the Tomcats score to make it 48-6, and here's David.
One more time, me and Clayton.
Me and Clayton.
Lines are down, the kick is up, looks good, and it is. 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game. Thanks, Pugsy. It's Ashland 49 and Russell 6. We'll be back to Tomcat Soccer in just a moment.
School is back in session now, and children throughout the tri-state are enjoying Johnson's All-Star Milk with their lunch. Johnson's All-Star Milk comes from local dairy farms and is processed locally, and that means fresher milk for your child. Buy the milk your children drink at school. Johnson's All-Star Dairy, your local hometown dairy since 1931.
Ashland is a great community, and Bob Coburn is proud to say he has been a resident of it most of his life. Many of our community leaders today are products of the Ashland Public School System. Bob Coburn's #1 priority is education. Many good programs are in place, and Bob wants to see them continued. If changes are needed, Bob will be in favor of those that will improve education. Our children are our greatest asset and our future. Bob Coburn wants to work for the next 4 years to give Ashland's young people what they need to be successful. A vote for Bob Coburn for the School Board of Ashland on November 6th is a vote for these beliefs, paid for by the candidate.
Well, Russell brings the kickoff back to about the 42-yard line. The Red Devils will start first and 10th or 42. While we have a moment, let's see if we can check in, get some scores from other games.
Dickie, I've got Greenup County 12 over Boyd County 0. That's in the fourth quarter now. Ironton 25 over Waverly. That's in the fourth quarter. Waverly 0. Covington Holmes is losing to Boone County 14-7, third quarter. Colegrove 26 over Rock Hill 0, fourth quarter. And let's see, Portsmouth 20 over Miami Trace 7. That's at halftime now. Dickie, I have an announcement from the Kentucky State Police. They said to avoid Cannonsburg, Catlettsburg Road, they have a power line down. They said it might take all night to get rid of it.
Okay. Chad King carries the football for Russell, and he picks up 2 up to the 45. It'll be second down and 8. 8:20 left to go in the ball game. Ashland leading at 49-6. Wing left. Here's a give to Lockhart off the left side. He's up to about the 46 or 47. Bring up a third down for the Red Devils. They're 2 of 7 in third down conversions tonight. And they'll have a third down and about 7 as Lockhart gets 1. Lockhart, Russell's leading rusher, coming into the game with 365 yards, has 7 carries for 1 yard tonight. Russell's offense has generated a grand total of 78 yards. Wing right is Lockhart. Oborn and King in the backfield. Give us to Oborn off the right side. Plows into the middle of the line and takes it to the 50 down near the first down to about the 49. Depending on where they spot the football, it'll be close to a first down.
Close. Not quite, I don't believe it.
And it'll be 4th down and a yard. I think Ivan McGlone probably go for it at this point. Why not?
Dickie, after the game, we'll be going down to the locker room.
All right.
For the district championship, talk to some of the players.
For the second consecutive year. 4th down and a yard.
We played first round last year.
Belfry got our pants beat off.
No, first round?
Yeah, I guarantee you right here at Putnam Stadium. Here's a give to Lockhart first down as he gets to the 47.
I don't understand. We won it last year?
We won, and Belfry was the runner-up.
To who?
Breathitt County.
Oh, okay.
Well, Breathitt beat Russell,
right.
and then Belfry came back to beat Breathitt County.
Right.
Breathitt.
I'm thinking about that today, and I couldn't quite put all that together, but I knew if I asked you.
Breathitt beat Belfry in the regular season, much like Ashland and Russell in '88. Here's Harris going to give it to Gibbons, and oh boy, did Stuart Catworth hit him and nail him. He gained about a yard, maybe.
Herb Skaggs also in there, 72.
72. Connor. Big Tommy Connor. He got 2, second down and 8. Russell has it at the Ashland 45. Ashland leading at 49-6. We've got 6:20 to go. Wing on the right side, Lockhart. In the backfield, Gibbons and Oborn. Harris to throw. He's going downtown for Bowen. It's up for grabs. David Brown with the interception, 25-30. Here he comes at the 40, down the sideline and nailed it about the 42. Nice interception by David Brown. And for David Brown, that will be his 5th interception of the year.
Not only does he do a good job at the quarterback, but he does a good job back in the secondary. He's all over the place.
1st and 10 Ashland at their 41-yard line, leading at 49-6 with 6 minutes to go. Chad Sire will be your quarterback. The center is Dixon. The guards are Justice and Manhoose. Connor and Pierce are the tackles. Sire the quarterback. Lemaster the tight end. The wideout is Kuntz. Gardner the fullback. The halfbacks are Washington and Daniels. So Ashland with their JV team basically in there, as is Russell with their underclassmen. 1st and 10 Ashland 42. You're looking at yet next year's matchup to give to Daniels, and he brings it up near the 50-yard line. Of course, this game next year really won't mean a whole lot because Russell's dropping to AA, and they will not be in Ashland's district. Ashland will remain AAA, and this game will, as years gone by, we've seen now, it used to be Ashland and Boyd was the game. And then when Ashland dropped to AAA, it became Ashland and Russell, and now the game for Ashland next year would be Ashland and Greenup, I would think. Here's Sire on 2nd and 2 at midfield, and gives it to Washington, and he got nothing. Russell's big game next year will probably be, well, they don't really have a big game. They don't have a rivalry in that district. They play East Carter, West Carter, Fleming County, Mason County, Lewis County. No rivalry in there at all.
We'll have to make one with East Carter.
Yeah, probably so. 3rd down and 2. They give to Washington, and they nail him at the line of scrimmage again for no gain.
This won't even be a conference game next year.
No, because Russell's out of the conference.
Oh, they're dropping out of the conference also?
Yeah.
Yep.
And, if Ashland's going to close out, Ashland's going to close out with Greenup, Harrison, and Montgomery. And, it could be touch and go on scheduling, too. May not be a game.
May not be a game between these two next year. So Russell can't arrange a schedule to get Ashland on it. Russell is trying to play Greenup, Ashland, and Ironton next year. They will not play Boyd or Portsmouth. Sire going to give it to Gardner, and Gardner didn't get the first down. They held him up in the backfield. So the Tomcats giving up on downs. Russell will take over 1st and 10 at the Ashland 48. Ashland's last 3 games next year will be, as David said, Harrison, Montgomery, and Greenup. In no particular order. Don't really know the order as of yet. Montgomery, I think, will be the last game, but Ashland will continue, of course, to play Ironton and Portsmouth. Ashland will remain in the conference. They'll play Boyd County and Greenup County and Ironton, Portsmouth, and those are the 4 conference games. Russell's out of it. Here's Harris going to give it to Gibbons, and he got a couple down there at the 46-yard line. I don't think the conference will add a team.
They're just going to lose one.
They're just going to lose one. And slowly but surely, the conference will dissolve, I would think, after a while. A gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Russell at the Ashland 46, 3.5 minutes to go. Wide left goes Conley. Lockhart wing on the right. Gibbons and Vanoy in the backfield. Vanoy gets the call around the right side, inside the 45, tipped up at about the 42.
13 Daniels come up and made a tackle.
So for the first time in 9 years, the home team's going to win in this series anyway. So that string is done. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Remind everybody again that the Kiwanis Bowl here tomorrow night can be heard here on WCMI, and also invite you out to it. Tickets on sale all day tomorrow at Ashland Sporting Goods.
It'll be a good game. Russell is 5-3. Ashland is 4-3, and they're about dead even. They've each team has beaten whoever they have beaten, and each team has lost to the other team's losses. So it should be a heck of a ball game tomorrow night. Russell jumped the gun by about a day. Illegal procedure 5 yards. Instead of 3rd and 3, it's now 3rd and 8. Stops the clock with 2:51 to go. Ashland leading at 49-6. Harris brings him out. The sophomore has him. He's got Oborn, a wing on the left side. In the backfield, Lockhart and Gibbons. Harris on 3rd and 8, rolling right, looking to throw. He's looking downtown, going for Conley. It's up for grabs, tipped around. Conley's got it inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Nice job by Conley. He tipped that ball into the air and came back down with it to the 15 and a Russell first down. Nice job by Shannon Conley. A gain of 31 yards. First and 10 for Russell at the Ashland 15. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Wing on the right side is Lockhart. Again, Gibbons and Oborn are in the backfield. Harris, the sophomore, rolling left, looking to throw into the end zone for Lockhart. Touchdown. He got it. Did he? He threw it right between Troxler and Daniels. That was a perfectly thrown pass by Harris to Lockhart for the score, and Russell's on the scoreboard again. Here in the 4th quarter with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to play, it's 49-12. Harris not a bad thrower. Gets his 2nd touchdown pass of the night. And Russell will go for 2. Harris looking. He's going to throw, and in the backfield they get him. Manhus came through to drop Harris for the loss, and the try for 2 fails. With 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go, it's Ashland 49 and Russell 12. This is Tomcat Football on WCMI.
You may be thinking, as you do every year at this time, about adding central air conditioning to your home. Well, General Heating and Air Conditioning has a better idea for you. Why not add an Amana electric heat pump onto your existing furnace? In the summertime, the Amana electric heat pump becomes a cool pump. Using your furnace's existing ductwork, it takes away the hot, humid air from inside your house and pumps cool, dehumidified, comfortable air throughout your entire home. Then in the winter, the reliable Amana heat pump helps you keep you and your family warm and cozy. It works in partnership with your furnace. The Amana electric heat pump, today's all-in-one heating and cooling system. Call General Heating and Air Conditioning and find out more about the new way to cool your home this summer and cut your heating bills in the winter. General Heating and Air Conditioning has the full story. Give them a call at 836-8143. Your Amana heat pump distributor is Mid-America Distributors. Call them today.
Well, we're ready for the kickoff. It's short. It's headed for the sideline. Goes out of bounds at the Ashland 41. So Russell will be penalized 5, and they'll try it again with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Ashland leading 49-12 over Russell. While we have a moment, let's check in and get some updates on scores.
Dickie, everything's the same. You checked back too soon. Didn't get a chance to get all the scores. You want me to repeat them, though?
I got them.
Okie dokie.
Greenup County leads Boyd County 12-0. Ironton over Waverly 25-0. Ironton wins that game. They'll be in the playoffs next week. Greenup County wins. They'll be in the playoffs in 2 weeks at Lexington Tates Creek. That's no easy tour, huh, with Roy Walton?
I guarantee you, that'll be tough.
Welcome to the big time, huh? Wishbone is tied side. Chad Sire hands under. They're going to, Ashland will take it to the 41. And the give is to Gardner. He's got 3 up to the 44. Second down and 7 for Ashland at their own 44-yard line. Clock rolling, 1:40 to go. Ashland's going to win their second straight district championship, move to 10-1, host the playoffs in 2 weeks right here against Clay County. Gardner gets a call, gets 1 to the 45.
Dickie?
Yeah.
What's Chris? How many yards Chris have tonight?
Who? Hutt?
Chris Hutt?
He's got 66.
He didn't poke the ball too many times.
9 times. 3rd and 7 for Ashland. 3rd and 6 at their 45. Wide out to the right side goes Yates. The wide side of the field, it's Gardner, Washington, and Daniels in the backfield. Daniels gets a call. He's to midfield and dropped right there. Short of the first down by a yard or 2. Bring up a 4th down as we return inside a minute to play. Ashland leading 49-12. Tomcats will win their 8th straight. Dick Marsh will become the coach at Ashland with the most wins, 71. Ashland will tie for the conference championship with Ironton and Greenup, a 3-way tie. Ironton has won 6 straight or been co-champions of the conference 6 straight years.
Out of how many?
6. 6 out of 6.
So they've been tied or the champs.
Yep. Only conference game they ever lost was to Ashland this year. Delaying game against the Tomcats.
A couple years ago.
Oh, that's right. They lost to Boyd County. I beg your pardon.
Well, then Ashland beat them a couple years ago, too. See, Ashland beat them.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. Well, that was a game they lost. That's why Boyd County tied them.
Yes.
That was it. Okay.
I think Ashland's the only one in the conference.
Ashland's the only one in the conference that's beat them. Delay a game against the Tomcats. Mark it back to the 44 where it's 4th down and 6 instead of 4th and 1. 20 seconds to go. Chad Sire hands under. Gives to Daniel. Daniel cracks up to the 50. He's broken it. 45-40 and first down for Ashland to the 38-yard line of Russell. Great run by David Daniels. Takes it from his 44 to the 39. That's 17-yard pickup. And they start the clock with 10 seconds to go. They'll stay in a huddle, 5 seconds, and this one is history. The Ashland Tomcats have won their 8th game in a row and gone and finished the regular season with 10 wins and 1 loss. And Dick Marsh being hoisted on the shoulders of the Tomcat football players as he becomes the one Tomcat coach with the most wins. He just edged out Herb Conley. In 9 years, Herb Conley had 70 wins. Dick Marsh is just completing his 10th year in the regular season, finishes with 71 wins and 47 losses.
Dickie, I want to be one of the first to congratulate him. I think he's done a tremendous job, and if all records are made to be broken, and I'm sure glad that he's the one that had broken the record because he's a young man that came in on my staff years ago, and he's worked very hard. He's dedicated himself, and he's an Ashland boy, and of course both of us had the opportunity to play under the late Coach Rex Miller, and so we just keep it in the family.
That's right. That's the way it should be. Congratulations to Coach Vic Marsh, but most of all, congratulations to this Tomcat football team. It goes 10-1, perfect in district play at 3-0, and they go 4-1 in conference play and tie for the conference crown as well. They win their second straight district championship and are headed for the playoffs 2 weeks from tonight. The Tomcats will host the Clay County Tigers here at Putnam Stadium. The final score is Ashland 49 and Russell 12. We'll be back in a couple of minutes here on WCMI.
Another success story from Armco. Recently, the Armco Steel Company was named as one of the steel suppliers for the new General Motors Chevrolet Cavalier and Pontiac Sunbird cars, the J-Cars. The new cars will debut in the next few years, totally redesigned. The Armco team was formed, and the emphasis now is on focusing technical assistance with the car's designs. With the addition of the new partnership with General Motors J-Cars and the Saturn cars make Armco the steel supplier. Armco, America's steel maker.
Doug Moore, who owns Junior Food Mart at 29th and Belmont, is an Ashland native. And Doug wants to invite you to stop in to Junior Food Mart. It's a very convenient store. They're open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. They have a fresh bakery, they have a deli, they have a friendly staff. They feature the BP oil products and gasoline. And Junior Food Mart does feature that convenience and with that friendly service. So Doug Moore says, hey, come on in. It's Ashland's newest tradition, Junior Food Mart, 29th and Belmont.
Tackle the fuel crunch at Boyd County Ford Mazda Jeep Eagle. Get fuel savings with the 1990 Eagle Summit 4-door sedan. It's an automatic with air conditioning and much more. Its sticker price is $11,139. But now at Boyd County Ford, it's just $89.88 after incentives. In the backfield, get more fuel savings with the 1990 Ford Festiva. It has rear window defroster, 5-speed transmission, and more for only $59.99 after incentives. Wow, what a lineup. A 1990 Eagle Summit 4-door sedan, automatic with air conditioning and more for only $89.88 after incentives, and a 1990 Ford Festiva with rear window defroster, 5-speed transmission, and more, just $59.99 after incentives. With deals like these, your team will be a winner in any division. Tackle the fuel crunch with fuel-saving automobiles from Boyd County Ford Mazda Jeep Eagle, 2119 Greenup Avenue, Ashland.
Back at Putnam Stadium, where the Ashland Tomcats win it here tonight in convincing fashion, 49-12 over the Russell Red Devils, as the Tomcats win their second straight district championship, and they go to 10-1, the first time double-digit wins for a Tomcat team in 15 years. Their first Ohio-Kentucky Athletic Conference championship, a co-championship, but nevertheless a championship. And Vic Marsh becomes the Tomcats winningest, the coach with the most wins, 71 of them here in his 10 years, and has taken the Tomcats to the playoffs 8 of the 10 years he's been here. Well, Chris Hutt got it started with 5:50 to go in the first quarter, a 6-yard run on his first carry, a 25-yard drive in 3 plays, set up by a miscue, a bad snap on the punt by Russell. Hill with the extra point, his first of 7 tonight, 7-0. Thomas got another one in the first quarter, a 57-yard run. Hill with the boot, 14-0. And Dwight Walter ended the scoring in the first quarter with a 24-yard pass interception. Hill with the extra point, 21-0. Tomcats got 2 in the second quarter. Johnson a 17-yard run, a 48-yard drive in 4 plays. Hill made it 28-0. Again in the second quarter, Thomas with a 3-yard run, his second of the night. Hill with the extra point, 35-0 Ashland. That's the way they went to the dressing room. Russell got a score in the third and the fourth. Ashland got a score in the third and the fourth. Johnson a 1-yard run. Hill with the extra point, 42-0. Harris hit Conley with a 4-yard pass, a 50-yard drive in 9 plays for the Red Devils. The run fails for the 2-point conversion. Russell made it 42-6. The Tomcats came back in the fourth quarter with 9:11 to go. Washington a 13-yard run. Hill made it 7 for 7 on the night, 49-6, and the Red Devils got the scoring completed as Harris hit Lockhart with a 15-yard pass. The run for the 2-point conversion fails, 49-12. The Tomcats win it. For the Red Devils, they end their season at 2-9, the worst season under Ivan McGlone, and the Tomcats go to 10-1 and host Clay County 2 weeks from tonight, right here at Putnam Stadium. Back in a couple of minutes here on WCMI.
Hello, this is Senator Wendell Ford. As a voter of the 100th House District, you have the opportunity to re-elect an outstanding representative, Clarence Jackson. I've worked with Clarence on many issues, knowing to be a hard worker with the knowledge and experience needed to look after your interest in the General Assembly. I urge you to vote on November the 6th and re-elect Clarence Jackson, your representative.
Paid for by Clarence Jackson, Democrat for State Representative, 100th District.
This is Kaywood Ledford inviting you to join us each Saturday on this Kentucky Wildcat station. Each game day, we'll bring you every play of every game. before kickoff, we'll give you an in-depth preview of the Wildcats and their opponent. We'll visit with UK head coach Bill Curry before and after each game. And we'll spend time with the players in the locker room and keep you updated on all the other Southeastern Conference action. I hope you'll join us this Saturday for Kentucky Wildcat football.
This is UK head football coach Bill Curry inviting you to follow the Wildcats right here on Ashland's sports tradition, WCMI.
This is the Ashland Tomcat postgame report, brought to you by Ashland Office Supply, San Antonio's, Ashland Sporting Goods, and Kerry Campbell Aetna Insurance. We'll talk with Coach Vic Marsh next on WCMI. Ashland Sporting Goods is stocked up with sweatshirts and the game hats of most major universities, including Notre Dame, Alabama, Miami, Georgia Tech, Duke, Kentucky, Ohio State, and many more. Also see our large supply of area high school game hats, including Ashland, Russell, Boyd County, Raceland, and Fairview, and we have sweatshirts for all area schools that we can personalize with our lettering machine. Stop by today. Ashland Sporting Goods, 2007 Carter Avenue in Ashland. Phone 325-4312.
For all your homeowners, automobile, health, and life insurance, see Kerry Campbell in Ewing's Insurance Ashland office. Kerry will take the time to compare your existing insurance plan with Aetna's and could possibly save you money. Now, if you're new to the insurance market, Kerry will show you the benefits of his plans and will clear up any questions that you may have. Give him a call soon at 325-3241 or stop by the Ewing Insurance office at 2137 Carter Avenue, Ashland. You'll be glad you did. Kerry Campbell, Ewing Insurance.
Ashland is a great community, and Bob Coburn is proud to say he has been a resident of it most of his life. Many of our community leaders today are products of the Ashland Public School System. Bob Coburn's #1 priority is education. Many good programs are in place, and Bob wants to see them continued. If changes are needed, Bob will be in favor of those that will improve education. Our children are our greatest asset and our future. Bob Coburn wants to work for the next 4 years to give Ashland's young people what they need to be successful. A vote for Bob Coburn for the School Board of Ashland on November 6th is a vote for these beliefs, paid for by the candidate.
Elect C.J. Atkins to the Ashland Board of Education. C.J. Atkins is committed to the youth of Ashland. He stands for excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. C.J. Atkins, Ashland Board of Education, paid for by C.J. Atkins. WCMI, Ashland.
Well, we're back here at Putnam Stadium as the Russell High School Marching Band performs. I know their Marching Band Festival is tomorrow, so we'll have some background music during our postgame. Ashland wins it tonight 49-12. They dominate the stats. The Tomcats with 17 first downs, Russell with 9. Ashland with 361 total offense. Russell had 147. Charlie Johnson with 108 yards tonight, the leading ball carrier, as Charlie closes in on 1,000. He's 74 yards short. Juan Thomas, 110 yards rushing tonight. Chris Hutt was 66. And it was total domination for the Tomcats from the start. I don't know what else to say.
Well, no question about it, Dickie. As I say, Ashland came out. They came out ready to play. They were well prepared. They have been in since the all year. They just against Greenup, they didn't play their game, didn't play the way they're capable of playing. From that time on, they played tremendous football. They are 10-1. They have an outstanding chance of becoming a state champ. Now, Dickie, it becomes tough. They have to take one at a time, and I know that's what they've been doing, or they wouldn't be 10-1 at this point. They become tougher, and Clay County will be a good, fine football team coming in here. Ashland will have to be ready to play, continue to play the way they're capable of. If they do that, they'll be all right. I really believe so. I think that Coach Marsh and his staff's done a tremendous job this year. Not only this year, Coach Marsh has done a tremendous job since he's been here. He has become the winningest football coach that Ashland's ever had. He's established himself as good as any football coach around this area that's ever been in this area, and I'm very happy for him. I think he's done a tremendous job, and just like I told him a few minutes ago, just keep it in the family. That's all we do. And he played for Ashland. He's a national boy, and I always like that. People outside come in, I still want them to do good and everything, but they get that Ashland blood in you and that tradition. I don't think Don McCrell's sticking his tongue out.
He's a Tomcat.
Sure. After you're here, you get that Tomcat blood. You can't get away. But I've always felt that way. Anybody that ever coaches here and have been an Ashland person, I think they'll fight their heart out and they'll play. They'll do whatever's necessary to win, and that's what Coach Marsh has done a tremendous job.
And there were some tough times. I mean,
we all go through them. You know, everybody.
You went through them early, and
well, anyway, just Ivan right now. He's done a tremendous job at Russell. Had a great year. He's won state championship. If you stay into it long enough, I was told that years ago, if you stay into it long enough, you're going to have a lot of things happen to you, good and bad, and you got to be able to take the bad with the good. So Coach Marshall struggled through it. He's turned everything around into his favor. Ivan's going through it right now, and if he stays in it for a few more years, Ivan will turn it back around. You just got to watch how long you stay or that. So I think Coach Marshall done a tremendous job, and so has Ivan.
And Coach Vic Marsh deserves the accolades, as he's pointed out so many times in his 10 years in our post-game interviews. He always gives credit to the players for the wins and always puts the blame on himself for the losses. And he won't tell anybody this, and he won't say it, but he deserves there's 71 losses, and I guarantee you he deserves all 71 of them because he's coached hard and he's coached well, and he's done a great job, and he deserves the accolades and everything that goes with it.
There's no question.
There's only one more step for him, I guess.
That's state championship, and that's this year.
That's this year.
That's this year. He's on the right track.
Okay, well, we'll be back to talk with Coach Vic Marsh in a moment here on WCMI.
Ever thought about what you're actually getting for all those insurance premiums? Carrie Campbell of Ewing Insurance knows what you should be getting. First, you deserve solid protection from a national company like Aetna Life and Casualty. That's important. And so is being protected by an independent agency like Ewing Insurance and Carrie Campbell. Carrie in the Ashland office at 2137 Carter Avenue is there to answer your questions. Give him a call at 325-3241. Carrie Campbell at Ewing's Insurance Ashland office, 2137 Carter Avenue. Ashland Office Supply is introducing a piece of paper only Canon copiers can duplicate. The new Performance Guarantee Program for Canon's versatile MP 2020, front-loading MP 1520, and compact MP 1020 copiers. The guarantee covers maintenance, toner supply, and parts, everything except the paper, and it's available for purchase now. Just come into Ashland Office Supply and get this one-of-a-kind copy paper today. Ashland Office Supply, 2100 29th Street.
A tradition just like the Tomcats, the Bluegrass Grill of Ashland is a tradition. The Bluegrass has the same outstanding food. You can order breakfast beginning at 6 from our menu or the fabulous breakfast bar. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 4 till 9, try the dinner buffet. Homemade pies are baked fresh daily at the Bluegrass Grill.
Bluegrass, it's the family place to eat.
The Bluegrass Grill, 35th and Winchester Avenue in Ashland.
Well, we're back here at Putnam Stadium where Ashland wins at 49-12. Before we go down to David, let's get some scores for you.
Dickey Green of County, 12 over Boyd County, 0. That's fourth quarter. Ironton, 33 over Waverly, 0, fourth quarter. Cold Grove, 26 over Rock Hill, 0. That's the fourth quarter. And Portsmouth, 28, Miami Trace, 7, fourth quarter.
Okay, David, it's all yours. David,
right. Thank you very much.
I know the band's low. Can you hear?
Yep. Coach Vic Marsh, congratulations. As we talked about in the pregame show, lots of things on the line tonight. Biggest thing, I guess, district championship, and it's one I know you were sweating.
I always sweat them. I mean, regardless, you know, and of course, when you look at the paper, and not being critical of the paper, but, you know, when the kids look at the paper and they see it's your favorite 30 or 40 points, you know, and, you know, sometimes that has a tendency to let your mind wander, and you might lose some concentration. But I'll tell you what, this group of young men, Dirk, I can't say enough about it. I love them to death. They just play. They just love to play this game, and they play like they're having fun. They practice like they're having fun. Matter of fact, we had to get after them a little bit in defensive practice this week because they were having too much fun. I mean, you know, we were wanting to get a little bit more intense, a little more serious, and man, they were just loose, and they played that way. You know, our execution was well. We held on to the football, which I thought had to be the key to the game. I mean, you know, last week and the week before that, we've been dropping the ball on the ground. And that was my biggest anxiety attack going into this game is the fact that I was afraid we might drop the ball. And but we didn't. And when we don't, then we can do those things.
You got out 42-0, and it was really coast time. I know your kids are probably disappointed a little bit on the scoreless string going by the wayside, but you know, that's part of it, I guess. You can't, you know, they scored, and you just got to suck it up and go on, I guess.
Well, yeah, they're a little disappointed. They'd like to have had that goose egg up there, but you know, Russell's building for the future, and you know, the kids they had on the field was their young kids. At the start of the game and at the end of the game. So, you know, there's no problem with that. They went against our JVs, and I was just proud of our kids, the way they played. And, you know, I just wish Coach McGlone and Russell, you know, I just wish them the best of the luck in the winter, you know, because I count them as friends.
Vic, the game was really, you got out to one of those, I think we've done it the last 3 games. You got 21-0, and I think that's the 3rd straight game. That's been the score at the end of the 3rd quarter. Your worries were alleviated a little bit after that.
Well, yeah, you know, they made a couple of early turnovers, and we were able to capitalize on them. Of course, our first drive stalled, and what band's good, isn't it? Our first drive stalled, and then I think they turned it right over back to us, and then we were able to take it in. But you know, I think we were able to capitalize on those early mistakes, which good teams now. When one team makes a mistake, then they ought to be able to capitalize on it.
And you did, no doubt about that. You win a share of the conference now, and of course you